Summer drawing to a close here in the southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on second down. McDonald looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Yards to go.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, McDonald. And he'll let one go deep for Howard. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Fielded just inside the 30. Well, there's a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Winston now. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Here's Hines. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
He was trying to get it to Ito Smith that time, and now it's 3rd down.
To go.
From the gun, Winston. In a heavy disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Give to Jones. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. They really wanted him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 3rd down, McDonald. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 13 yards.
1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, give to Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald, this into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. The give is to Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, this is Adams. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Josh Adams on the carry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald, they'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
We're scoreless after one.
First quarter with no score.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a first down coming up. From the gun, it's McDonald. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down.
On the pickup. Brings up second down at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald. He finds Howard complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the 10, first and goal. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Good. Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Falcons nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. They begin the drive with Hines. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ballgame.
Yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Pressure too much. There he goes. Slowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, McDonald. This one caught by Ridley. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and with throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
To throw on third down, McDonald. Oh, my God, he lost the football. And the Falcons say how did they do? Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
On first down, Hines down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Winston. That is caught at the 7. He is in the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Falcons.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
Intended for
the throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down. The way he went into that contact, as a rookie QB, you just kind of hold your breath. Maybe slide there?
Probably a very good idea. Not probably. Definitely a very good idea. And I go back to something someone told me a long time ago. In college, yeah, those guys are going to hit you, but they're just playing for a scholarship. These guys in the NFL, they're hitting you for jobs. That's a whole different hit.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. McDonald. Pressure block. The Falcons get there for the sack. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
It's a game.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 9 from the 44-yard
line.
Working out of the gun. Winston. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Touchdown, Falcons. Hines, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Hauschka with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
On the 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what I've got.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone for the Falcon touchdown. Naeem Hines, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Makes the score.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 6. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. To throw on second down. McDonald keeps himself upright. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Aaron it out, looking for Ridley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Potential turning point as he'll get the football. Very good field position late in this first half. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the
1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Winston. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
This is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Again, it's Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, McDonald, flushed out right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Score, Falcons 21, Buccaneers 14. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me,
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
First chance for the backup here to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The gun on 3rd down. Eason, they'll find Hines out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
At the 46-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Hines. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. That's complete to his receiver pass. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the back 16. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 14-yard
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Eason on 2nd down. At the 7-yard line. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Falcons 28. Buccaneers.
Now following the touchdown, off Richter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. McDonald sets to throw. Going up top for Miller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, McDonald, and Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald, and his throw is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The catch made by Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Jones, the ball carrier, taken down at the 33-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. From the gun, McDonald. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McDonald, he completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Miller. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. It to the 8. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Leads to 2nd.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he gets in. Touchdown. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Here's good.
Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
14. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Darren Lee.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
They run again with Woods. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That ball coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
This 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not as best. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, McDonald. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun, McDonald, and he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 76 yards.
Touchdown.
And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
For the extra point.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Eason.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That's pulled in. The ball is loose, and the Falcons grab it.
I zero rooting interest in it, but down would hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. As they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Hines. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium.